Well, another one rolling out of the shop, and we had to show you this one. This thing looks awesome. So this is Bob's Jeep. He already bought it with an Evo kit on it, and it had factory axles and 37s, coilovers and everything, but it had a short arm kit. And Bob's been wheeling this thing pretty hard for the last 3 years, and the more he owns it, the more he starts wheeling harder. They're going to go to Moab here pretty soon. He hits the Rubicon all the time. So we decided he needed a few upgrades, and since this already had a bunch of Evo stuff on it, we actually went ahead and put Evo parts on it. So we didn't put a lot of our parts on it, but I figured it's such a cool JK that we need to show it to you guys. So come on here, I'll show you what we did. This is Evo's high clearance weld-on long arm kit, and while we put the long arm kit, we also put the Spicer Ultimate 60's in it front and rear. So we put their long arm kit on it since it already had their coilovers with the short arm, and then we went ahead and put the 1-tons in. So before, as you can see, this thing was not a Rubicon, and one of the downfalls of not having a Rubicon is you don't have the 32 spline rear axle shafts in your 44. So even though this thing was fully built, it still had 30 spline axle shafts with 37s. He had it on the Rubicon last year, bam, slammed and popped an axle. So that's what sparked the 1-tons. We ended up with the 40-inch Maxxis Treps on Raceline beadlocks, and these are bias ply tires, but they have a ton of tread. They drive all right on the road. Up in the front, we went ahead and put our 2-inch quarter wall heavy duty steering kit on here, and our Draglink kit on this, and we fit the hydro assist in there just barely because it's not too tall. That's the hardest part about putting the 1-tons or even the stock axles with hydro assist, is getting everything to miss and not hit itself. I mean, everything else has been done to this Jeep. It's got the Gen Right sliders, Gen Right fenders, like I said, King coilovers, King air bumps. It has an Atlas already in it, 4.3 Atlas. Not being the Rubicon, that had to be addressed. So overall, it's just the ideal Jeep to take out for the weekend, and now Bob's not going to have to worry about those stock axles having any problems. So if you're out there on the Rubicon or Moab, say hi to them, and this thing ought to get it done. See ya.